Hello tarot lovers, this is Jeff. I wanted to make a quick video before I headed out for my day on this beautiful creature. This is Bridget. She's 4 years old and I had her since she first came off the assembly line. And as you can see, she's perfect. So I'm going to be heading out on this. And the garage is empty, so I wanted to, I don't know why I got inspired to shoot a video in the garage. Just don't tell Jennifer Ball, because I don't know, I just love the idea of shooting in a garage. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to talk a quick little bit because there's been some comments about a last video that I did about this emotional guidance scale that I used in the one video and that I use with my clients, and I certainly use in my private life. Videos, really, you don't have to watch the video. You don't have to watch the video at all. But if you have, this is what I'm going to talk about just for the next, hopefully, 3 minutes, about how critically important it is to just be aware that depending on where we are in our life vibrationally, that's the kind of thoughts that just magnify the other quality of kind of thoughts that we're already thinking. So it may appear to all of us that our thoughts are choosing us, but if we are in a certain frequency, space, vibe, then all those other kind of quality thoughts are going to be the ones that we just think next. So whenever the days that are shit always just sort of seem like shit until something happens outside of us, I would like to just teach more people, which is why I think this YouTube channel is fantastic, to just allow you to understand and have the realization that you can choose a better feeling thought that's going to give you more access to have other better feeling thoughts until you can reach for the next better feeling thought. And now I'm just talking about physiological responses to different thoughts. Now, a lot of you, I hope, are familiar with, what's that movie, What the Bleep Do We Know?, which is the first time a lot of people got introduced to the idea of quality of thoughts through the ice crystal experiments from that Dr. Morimoto, something like that, doesn't matter. Anyway, the long and short of it is a different intention or thought was put into basically a petri dish, and then that dish was then frozen. And to cut to the chase, because you know me, I like to babble a lot, to cut to the chase, the more beautiful feeling thoughts created more beautiful and symmetrical crystals. And that was really, really interesting and really, really eye-opening. So an ugly thought, a thought that was very low vibration, as they say, turned into just like this squirmly type of like blob that just froze. And thoughts like love and joy and empowerment really formed absolutely beautiful little crystal organisms is how I like to look at them. So just as it does to water, it does to ourselves, and it does to attracting the other thoughts of the like sort of substance. So a lot of chiropractors, this is what I mentioned in the video that a few of you have commented on it, a lot of chiropractors use kinesiological testing, which is basically the idea that you can quantify the quality of a thought depending on how strong your body is resistant to a weight or a resistance. It's muscle testing. It's muscle testing. A lot of people do like the finger. This is a muscle test, leaning forward whenever you're facing north and you ask an affirmative question. There's so many of them. But on the internet and through some channeled material, there's this wonderful list of kinesiologically tested thoughts. I don't know how close I have to get there. It's easy enough to find. You can also go to my website, tattooedspirit.com. I believe there's an entire page on there about how to utilize this. But it's important in how I suggest, especially surprisingly so, how many of my tarot card clients, when I do these events, when I just do a general reading, whenever I have a hypnotherapy client come in and they see all these decks around, they want to know what's going on with it. I'm surprised, amazed, inspired, and so happy that we end up talking about just how empowered you are to find out where you are, where are you feeling about a particular subject in your life, and then reach for the better feeling thought. Now, I kind of reached and I kind of went a little fast in that last video, but I just want to make it very so clear in this video that you can feel better about anything if you're willing to search for the thought, even if it's just 1 or 2 notches up this wonderful emotional guidance scale. And then upon reaching that level, you don't have to climb it all the way up to joy if something really shit has happened to you, but just you always want to be feeling better so that you have access to better feeling thoughts. So another quick gander to read the kind of thoughts. I suggest my clients every time they see that there's a new hour on the clock throughout the day, depending on how much you have access to looking at your cell phone or your watch or the clock on the wall, you're going to be noticing this a lot, which is probably a good thing. And this wonderful divine sort of dichotomy that the more slow your day's going and the more you keep on noticing the clocks, staying at the same hour, you're going to just notice that you want to pull out a card like this. Actually, if you want to email me, I could maybe even send you just a PDF to just make this up exactly like that. Make little notes in the back, however you want to do it. That's kind of how I wanted to present this video. I'm sorry, I had a text message come in just now and it completely distracted me. I have my phone on, not on airplane mode. So yes, what was I saying? Yes, so every time that you notice the clock changing hours, keep tabs of where you happen to be thinking. Pull out a list or be a little bit more, aware of it, and look for the thought that feels a little bit better. It feels better to your body. It's going to get stronger. And not that feeling the next higher up is going to feel good, but it's going to feel better. And then from there, you can then get to the next thought. But you have to look, be creative. And as I mentioned, but this is the real point of this entire exercise of using this emotional guidance scale, is that the power over your thoughts really are the only source of free will that we have. We can't control always what's going on. We have all those major arcana influences happening around us. Our soul wants to push us through growth, wants to pull us through growth, wants to influence and put us in situations. But in every single stage, whether it's a great stage or a shit stage, we can choose to feel better about it and then have access to new realities. This gets a lot deeper. I'm not going to go here now, but I hope that you're telling your clients, and I hope that you're inspiring your clients to understand that there's no set future, unless maybe there's some certain, majors that are showing certain things. But for the most part, we're all directing our futures in many, many, many different, a variety of ways. Every single time that we decide to either stay in the same sort of vibration by choosing all the other thoughts that are grouping around wherever we happen to be, or you can experience in your own life and in your client's life, their reality's changing because you help them think a better quality thought that gives them more access. All right? So, in terms of tarot and why this is such a wonderful place to share information like this, and I get so excited about it, is that we're dealing with the four suits of the deck. We're dealing with our swords, right? Our swords, everything cognitive. That's going to affect all of our cups. That's going to literally make us do our life differently. All of these beautiful wands, which is going to give us into a brand new field of these pentacles, where we're always hoping for that better situation for ourselves. I see it hundreds of times with my hypnotherapy clients and thousands of times with my regular tarot clients over the years. So I just want to introduce that thought to you that you can help people by explaining to them that they can reach for the better feeling thought. Not that that thought's going to feel great, but it'll feel better and open up new realities. And to your clients, why they come to you, it'll open up better futures for them. All right? So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. It certainly was not 3 minutes long as I had intended, but you'll kind of get to know me. That's kind of how I roll. So anyway, Jennifer Ball, thank you for inspiring me to shoot a video next to my beautiful, beautiful Bridget. I can't wait to mount her in a minute, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.